What are some tools or resources that society needs more to make our environment more accessible?
I mean, obviously spaces need to be more accessible in terms of like opening, having buttons to open doors. The people in those environments need to be educated more. Um, Accessible restrooms, accessible restaurants. I mean, those are the very simple, basic ones, but it goes into a million other things. It can go into healthcare, it can go into laws, um, into media. It can go literally in any and every uh branch that you can think of. But I feel like it's just the people around us need to be educated, that those are like the resources that will help the inaccessibility. Because if people are more willing to fix the inaccessibility, then more inaccessibility will be changed. Like places will become more accessible. Um, yeah, so I feel like then it can also help resolve inaccessibility like from the root, if that makes sense.
Yeah, it totally makes sense. Like, again, everything goes with accessibility, respect, and just see us like equally.
Right.
What are some challenges that you have faced with your disability, and how did you overcome those obstacles?
Um, some challenges I guess that I have faced are um sometimes people around me are are not very um like sometimes they can treat me differently. I'm trying to think how to word it. So sometimes they can treat me differently because of my disability.
Mm-hmm.
This could be complete strangers, or it could be even the people that are close to me, unfortunately. And the ways that I've tried at least to kind of change that for myself and to overcome it is that either I've just tried talking to them to try and explain, like, hey, this is not the way that you treat everyone else, so why is it the way you treat me, type of thing.
Yeah.
But it really can be in any way. Um, and I feel like I have made some progress in some ways like that. Of course, you can't make the world perfect to the way that you want it to be, because that's not life. It's not possible, unfortunately. But um, yeah, I feel like I've tried to overcome that in the sense of like either just learning that you can't change people, unfortunately, and that's just how the world will be sometimes, that the world is going to treat you differently. And I wish it wasn't that case, but that's our society, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, that's it.
Yeah, we have to
That would be the
understand.
answer.
Yeah, you gave it perfectly. We have to understand that everyone is different, and we have to trust. We have to treat everybody with respect, and even different, but again with the same respect that you treat other people.
Right. Exactly.
If you could tell your younger self anything, what would that be?
Um, it would be to, well, one is to not hide my disability, and to be proud of it and to love it, because of what it will give little me basically in the future. Uh, and I still don't really know what that future is. I'm only 18, so I can say, oh, what the future will give me, but there's still plenty more for the future to give me. But
Yeah.
yeah, I would just say to be proud of my disability, to never hide it. Um, and pretty much just that any challenge that I feel like I would be facing at that point, just that I will get through it. It may not feel like that, or may not feel like I want to, or that I should have to. But that I'll do it anyways, and that I will have to continue doing it always. But yeah, that's it.
Like show your younger self like, well, no, show like, yeah, show your younger self that you could do anything you think you could.
Right. Exactly.
How has your disability helped shape you as a person?
That kind of drive in me, then I really would not be able to do a lot of the things that I've done, because a lot of the things I've had to do or that I want to do, may require some fighting and advocating to get there. So without that drive and determination, I could just like kind of throw my hands up and be like, well, oh well, I give up, and then I won't be able to do those things. So yeah, I feel like it's given me a very big drive and determination to do just what I want.
Yeah, like they show us, they give disabilities give us like more strength and determination to do other things
Right.
like other people.
Yeah.
Who's your disability hero and why?
So my disability hero, I feel like this is a little bit of a generic one, but my disability hero is uh, uh, and I got to ask her a couple of questions, and one of the questions I had asked her was, steps she would think in like that she thinks should be in like the disability movement. And rather than her really giving me her answer, she turned to me because I had explained already at that point that I was. She says, well, what do you think it should be? And like even that question itself just kind of like showed really to me like I could be like that future, and like so many other people like me could be that future of advocacy, and to kind of like follow in her like path that she's kind of paved for everyone. Um so yeah, so it would definitely be her, just because like she, even at that point, is she's still encouraging that next generation to say like, okay, now you take the next step of this disability rights fight, basically.
You said you're the human, right?
Yes, Judy Human.
It's
And I
because
actually, it's funny that,
it's because at the beginning of the question that froze, so I didn't
oh,
hear the
sorry.
first part.
Yes, it was Judy Human. So it's funny that I'm even speaking about her, because right behind the computer, I have her book sitting on my desk. I can show it to
Can
you
you
even.
show it up?
Yes. Sorry for the angle for 1 second. Okay. So this is her book. So I got this book over the summer, when I got to go meet her, and she actually signed the inside of it when I
Mm-hmm.
spoke to her, and I explained that I love to cook and that that's what I wanted to like do in my life. I want to have my own cooking show and all that. So she wrote, "Dear Gabby, please enjoy reading the book. Keep cooking, Judy Human," which is like really cool. Like that she's even like she knows about the cooking that I'm doing. She knows like all about all of that, and like for her to write that is really cool to say like, she's even encouraging me to to continue with it.
Yeah, it's real. So she's really good. I met her in Roulette's experience, the one that was virtual, and she was in one of the
Mm,
panels. And there's where me and Tiff met. So in the BBS,
mm.
Boundless Baby Society, there's where we met, and since then we have been friends.
Oh
So
wow. So I actually have kind of a funny story. I'm not too proud of this one, but related to Judy Human being one of the panelists for the virtual roulettes experience.
mhm,
So I'm so sorry.
don't worry.
So um it's a not, like I said, not my proudest moment, but when Judy Human spoke at Roulette's experience, I had no idea who she was. I had never heard of her prior, like at that point, um like for this event. So I really like when I listened to her talk, like I was like, oh yeah, she's talking about some good stuff here. I know she's like, but I agree with her. But it was kind of funny because I was just starting out really in like this whole advocacy side of things, and I had
Yeah.
no idea who she was, like not realizing what a big deal she was. And I didn't even realize it after I learned who she was, maybe about a year later. Um, it wasn't even at that point that I realized it was her. The only reason I even knew that it was her from that was about a few months after I had learned who she was. I saw a post on Roulette's Instagram, and it was like, I don't remember specifically what it was, but it was something with her picture from that event, the virtual event. So I was like, wait, that was hers? Like I listened to her speak and I had no idea. Like it's crazy to me because I really like I remember it, but like it didn't make as much of an impact on me at that point when I
Yeah.
had no idea who she was, but just like it's so crazy to think like I was in her presence virtually, but still in her presence, and I had no idea, like, which is crazy.
Yeah, it was great. Yeah, it's like kind of crazy because you first you didn't know who she was.
Right.
Well, Gabby, thank you a lot for wanting to be in the interview. I think we had all the information that we need. So, it's anything else you want to say?
I don't think so. Thank you guys so much for watching, right? Because this gets posted on YouTube and all that as well, right?
Yeah, this gets posted on our channel. And if you like it, please give it a like, comment, share, and subscribe. And remember that we post videos every weekend. So keep so just activate the notifications and see you next week. Gabby, thank you very much.
Thank you so much. And make sure if you want to hear more about me to follow Cooking on Wheels.
Of course, you will. And again, our social media will be posted in the information box so that we can keep in touch.
Awesome.
Bye.